Hello, hello. Perfidious Pete here, strutting around like a peacock riding a bantam rooster stapled to Mick Jagger's head in XCOM, The Long War. And you may be saying, whoa, whoa, whoa there, fella. That's a lot of strut. I mean, are you sure the fabric of the universe is capable of handling that much concentrated moxie? Huh, pal? Huh? Are ya? Huh? And yeah, before you ask, in my head, you're the skeptical host of a 1950s radio talk show. Lucky Strikes, pomade, spats, and an undying devotion to Joe McCarthy, all included in that package, by the way. Sorry, that's just how I imagine you in my head, my skeptical friend. But despite your skepticism and the threat of subpoena to appear before the House Committee on Un-American Activities, I'm standing by my Jagger swagger, damn it. You know why? 52 aliens, that's why. Yeah, the big 5-2. All wrapped up in a nice little package with an Atlas King-shaped bow on the top, without even so much as a scratch to show for the trouble. And I'm feeling pretty damn good. Jazzed, in fact, you might say. I mean, you can't see it, but I'm so jazzed that my hands are actually wiggling uncontrollably. Seriously, it's against my will. I would really appreciate it if they stop. I'm just that jazzed. Well, I mean, either that or I'm coming down with Parkinson's disease. That's probably the more likely explanation now that I think about it. My hands shake all the time uncontrollably, even when I'm not really that jazzed. And honestly, I think Parkinson's disease is probably more about the way my luck runs. So let's just get to scanning and see if my luck holds true. Well, Ernie Shackleton's back on duty. Shit, that's lucky-ish, I guess. Sun Tzu also back on duty. Why are we getting stopped every time somebody comes back on duty? Is it because we have... Do we need panic reduction in China? I don't think we do. I mean, we'll give them an alien... well, no, the panic in China is not worth... No, I'm not giving you an alien entertainment device, China. You're just being greedy. You don't need it. I mean, go like over to the border and laugh at the antics of the North Koreans. If you want to get a good chuckle at something, go watch Kim Jong-un's administration. That should be good for a laugh. I'm keeping my alien entertainment facility. Why, Elvis? Why have you forsaken me? Why do you refuse categorically to complete your psychic training? What is it that I've done to you, Elvis? Did I wrong you in a previous life? Did I get hair in one of your peanut butter and banana sandwiches? Did I seduce Priscilla away from you? What is it that I've done? Did I piss on your grave at Graceland? Did I get dirt on your blue suede shoes? What the fuck, man?
Detected.
Disappointing. Well, an abduction mission. Alright, this is fine. We've got a nape of the earth, an abductor. I honestly think we could probably shoot this down. But, and this is an integral part of this statement, I'm going to hold off on that, because in the course of shooting down this abductor, Cowboy Upham would almost certainly take damage. And if he takes damage and gets taken out of action, that sort of leaves us helpless against an intercept we might really, really need in the upcoming days. And since we don't necessarily need to intercept this abductor, I'm just gonna let Cowboy stay in the barn on this one. We're not gonna have him saddle up the ride. We're just gonna let him chill. He's just gonna cool his heels in the barn, maybe knock back a few beers, shine up his spurs. I don't know, whatever it is cowboys do when they're not cowboying. Smoke, I guess, like hand-rolled cigarettes. That's a cowboy thing, right? Let's just
Commander,
go do this abduction mission.
We're receiving several urgent requests for assistance.
Yeah.
There are abductions in progress at each marked site.
You know, if they're going to Atlanta, I gotta ask, what is there to steal? Oh, that's not funny. You know what there is to steal in Atlanta? Traffic. The aliens could take all of the traffic. That would be delightful. Atlanta has, like, the shittiest traffic of all time. Atlanta traffic is terrible. And I live in St. Louis, where traffic is pretty bad, but compared to Atlanta traffic, our traffic problems are fucking mild in the extreme. My fucking button is gone again. God damn it, Long War. Urban blocks, several buildings in a large... Alright, that's fine. Excuse me, I'd like to go do my abduction mission, please, game. Thank you. The other thing they could take from Atlanta that nobody would fucking miss? Hartsfield Airport. Go ahead and take that, aliens. Ain't nobody gonna miss Hartsfield. That's the shittiest airport in America. It's goddamn awful. If you ever get the chance to fly into Hartsfield Airport, do yourself a favor. Fucking don't. If you have to take, seriously, like a 4-hour layover at Dulles or something as an alternative, trust me, do that instead. Hartsfield sucks. And I'm not trying to shit on Atlanta, except, you know what? No, I take that back. I'm sort of trying to shit on Atlanta. I don't like it. They got the Falcons, I guess. I mean, there's something. I'm trying to think of positive things to say about Atlanta, but not really coming up with a lot. The Falcons. I'll give them the Falcons. You got that. There you go. You got the Falcons. Like Honey Boo Boo's from Georgia. I don't think from Atlanta, so you got that going for you. Oh, wait. That's another drawback. Sorry, Atlanta. Anyway, I'm looking at our team here, and we don't really have a fantastic team. Fortunately, this is just an abduction mission, so we don't necessarily need a fantastic team. I don't want to take Gunner Matahari, which means we're going to have to take a non-psychically active gunner, which means our scout is going to have to carry a shadow device, which means we don't want to necessarily give that scout vortex armor. We're snowballing into a really weird area. Maybe we take 2 scouts on the mission. And as much as I would love to take the sexy son of a bitch Atlas King, I also kind of want to take Virginia Big Bad Wolf. Then again, we could do both. Any drawback to doing both? Not really, other than it leaves us without a sort of mission commander. You know what, Jules Sci-Fi Vern? Fine, here's your chance, Jules. You're, guess what, pal? You're leading this mission. Yeah, that's right, Julie. I'm trusting you. It's time for you to step out of your training pants, put on your big boy undies, and get ready to get the job done from a command position. This one's all on you. You're the face of this mission, Jules. You can do it. I have faith in you. I have faith that, 80 days from now, you will have circumnavigated the globe and not wound up at the bottom of an abyssal trench in the sea 20,000 leagues beneath it. That's what I trust. So Gunner, then. Shock Attack Zulu, Horatio Hornblower Nelson, they're both equally shitty. It doesn't really matter which one we pick. Either one should be good enough, so let's just grab old Shock Attack here. Shock Attack really fast for a gunner. Let's give him some Titan armor. I mean, he's rolling with the speed. We might as well. He still has a 13-foot speed, even toting all of this fucking gear we've got him laced down with. I mean, it's going down lower, of course, because we're going to pile on. Man, everything we give Shock Attack Zulu is really heavy. Pen is too heavy. It's got a Callista Flarkheart thing working there. Alright, that's got Shock Attack sorted. I do want a sniper. I just don't necessarily want a fantastic sniper. Fortunately for us... Never mind, I was gonna say we've got some sniper action, but we kind of fucking don't. Andrew Jackson and Guglielmo Radiohead Marconi? That's the best we can come up with? No double tap sniper? Alright, well, I mean... if we're gonna be fucked like this, I guess we may as well get fucked all the way and just take Andrew fucking Jackson, so let's do that. Andrew Jackson's gonna saddle up. Let's grab a little plasma sniper rifle here. And, yeah, let's not buck convention or try anything particularly fancy or exciting. Just a scope, alloy bipod, high-capacity mags, Andrew J. Ready to go get his fuck on. Now what? The scout situation is still a bit of a problem. I think what we'll do, let's take Virginia Big Bad Wolf here. We're going to get the Big Bad Wolf. We're going to give her some Titan armor. Titan armor. Yeah, that's right. Little Titan armor there. And we're going to load her down. Yeah, let's just load her down with sort of our classic equipment. So she is going to take an alloy cannon, and then it's just going to be more classic equipment. I'd love to give her the neuroregulator. But then we're just going to wind up jamming her in the tubes. Do we really have time for her to fail in the tubes 30 times? Honestly, we kind of don't. Is it worth giving her the neuroregulator? I mean, we may as well. We don't have anybody else we might give it to. That's the only reason I'm actually going to do that. Is there's really no one else to tote it. And then we'll have her take a shadow device as well as a motion tracker. Got that taken care of. Now we need a medic and engineer. So let's get those two sorted out. Medic is going to be a bit of a difficult call here. We got Ernie Shack. Clara Barton or Shirley Sweetheart Temple, huh? Where are all my medics? What's going on with our absolute utter lack of medical attention here? Is there a doctor in the house? Somebody, please, you gotta help me out. It's just, alright. You know what? I blame Bam Margera for this, for being in the tube, doing whatever the fuck it is. Well, Elvis is back in the tube for 9 days, and then Bam Margera is also in another different tube for 8 days. I blame you. We're gonna have to take the Grim Spectre of Death, Angel Barton, Clara, Angel of Death Barton. She will fucking stand atop the peaks and blow Gabriel's horn and let us know that the time of the end of all things is upon us, because every time we take her on a mission, somebody gets shot in the fucking face. You're damaged goods, Clara Barton. You're a jinx. Also, we can't give you a shadow device because you suck. That's why. More med kit? I mean, it seems reasonable to go with more medkit, but I think what we're going to do instead is a cognitive enhancer. Maybe we can get Clara No Angel Barton a level 500 EXP in one mission, even with the cognitive enhancer. That's a pretty big ask, but I mean, nothing better to do with it. I don't think we're going to need the medkits. People will not be that injured. They'll either be dead or fine. One assault trooper, because I'm going to double up on the scout. And yeah, you know, all right, fine. If we're going to go with a single assault trooper, I trust that assault trooper to be Abraham Lincoln, because we do still need an engineer. Honest Abe's going to keep us honest here on the project. Let's get old Honest Abe, little reflex cannon. Shredder ammo, breaching ammo. You know what, Abe? I'm just going to forego the walker servos for you on this one, and let's go ahead and throw you an arc thrower. I wouldn't mind grabbing a capture or two on this mission, and Honest Abe is greasy fast enough that he can do without the walker servos. We could put those walker servos on someone else if we were so inclined, and you know what, I am inclined. I'm gonna get those on Shock Attack Zulu. I mean, it doesn't speed them up that much, but it does definitely help a little. Then we'll go for an engineer. Really anyone who is psychically active will do. And that's just the one guy, huh? Well, nope, it's gonna be old Elizabeth Gloriana Tudor on this one. We could take a more expensive, or a more expensive? What am I paying these guys now? I don't pay you. Brought you back from the dead. You don't draw a salary, none of you. A more experienced, which is actually the word I was looking for. We could take a more experienced trooper. But I don't really think it's going to be necessary. Also, let's change our loadout a little bit here. Since we have an extra reflex cannon that's going unused, I mean, we may as well use it. Reflex cannon there. Who's got my other plasma carbine, by the way? Jules Verne has one. Where the hell's the other one? We have two. Is somebody holding out on us? Is somebody holding out on me? Somebody carrying a plasma carbine they're not supposed to have? Huh? Huh? Somebody was pairing. Oh, yep. I see what. Yeah, I got them onto you guys. Fucking holdouts. Goddamn scum. Shadow device then for Gloriana, who's just psychically active enough to carry it. And then the last spot goes to the immortal madman. The guy. I mean, they made a video game called I Want to Be the Guy, and clearly the guy they were everybody wanted to be. They're talking about Atlas King. I mean, I Want to Be the Guy. That game is about Atlas King. They're all like, man, I wish I was Atlas King, because not only is he the sexiest man on the planet, but he's a remarkable badass and an unstoppable god, and everything he says, does, or thinks is brilliant. Men want to be him, and women want to be with him. And some women actually want to be him, and some men actually want to be with him. It's unbelievable. We're going to give Atlas King Vortex Armor and a Mind Shield. It's a huge boost to his willpower. And I think we'll go with, man, we're getting a really kind of unconventional team built here. We're going to go with Walker Servos, and I'm going to forego the third Shadow device here and take another Arc Thrower. Alright, let's do this. It is just an abduction mission. That's all we got to remember. Abduction mission, urban building. It's one big structure. We got a lot of shotgun, which I suppose is good. I mean, if we're going breach and clear style, we should come at it Tom Clancy.
Prepare for deployment,
And the Tom Clancy way, and bring more shotgun. More shotgun is the Tom Clancy way.
Get ready to deploy.
Operation Blinding Justice. All right, we're back at the laundromat, and it's been, I don't know, 100 billion years since we've had a good old laundromat fight.
Abductions.
It's kind of glad to be back, because I gotta say, some of the troopers' armor hasn't been laundered in a while. Yeah, you can. The odor is really getting palpable, getting a little pungent down in the barracks. Opportunity to launder the armor, not gonna go amiss. Gotta say, the funk coming off of Abraham Lincoln, yeah, it's palpable. I mean, you can taste it. It's thick, clotted like cream. It's that odoriferous.
Strike one has the green light for deployment.
All right, No Angel, why don't you go ahead and just slap on a motion tracker here, see if you can find a pod. Fantastic, nothing in the neighborhood. There is one lone alien either in this building or on the roof. Huh. Okay. Interesting. The thing did say swarming, right? I mean, I'm not wrong about the swarming. So Shock Attack Zulu with those walker servos can move a surprisingly long way. I can't see if there's actually cover up here or not, though. It appears that there is not. Alright, if somebody's got to go explore the rooftop, that someone should absolutely, without a doubt, be Atlas King. Is there anywhere up here Atlas can get to that is also cover? And if he can get to there, that's a dash. I don't want to dash. No Dasha. No Dasha for the Atlas King. Oh, Atlas King can just leap to the top of the roof. He's got leaping legs. He doesn't even need the pipe. Alright, just go check things out, Atlas King. If anybody can dig themselves out of a hole that they've dug themselves into, Atlas King is that man. Alright, so we know without a doubt definitively then that the alien we've detected on our motion tracker is inside that building. Shock Attack Zulu comes to the corner then. Hardcore should be ready for a little bit of WWE style run in. Big Bad Wolf also probably similarly should prepare for the run in. Andrew Jackson isn't really going to be able to do much of anything. Let's just get him in the air, I guess, and we'll have him cover the alley. We really don't have a lot of opportunity here for Andrew fucking Jackson to fucking contribute, so let's just stick him somewhere out of the way. We'll have him study his weapon. He's not doing anything this turn. Lincoln, you can overwatch. Shock Attack Zulu. You're just probably going to hunker down. Clara Barton, I wouldn't mind having you take a little extra movement here to see if we can, I don't know, maybe get a little better 20 on the aliens. Okay, so there's it's not just one man, there's an entire pod in there. Big Bad, I guess we'll bring you to the corner. And Elizabeth Tudor, let's have you around here for backup purposes in case we need a little bit of cover destruction. You'll be able to deliver that. Those guys are all down low, which means we could jump down for like a flank attack shot with Atlas King if the need arises. Let's set that up. Atlas King can come in from the back door. Oh, Atlas King, he's all about the back door action. I'll tell you what, Atlas King, you want to come in my back door, just do it. Yeah, that was not even an innuendo. That was just straight up overtly sexual. I'm inviting Atlas King to penetrate me. Do it, man. Do it, Atlas. Do it. Do it. Come on, do it. Sexy son of a bitch. Do it. If that's a pot of sectoids, I'm going to be very disappointed. I'm expecting a little more out of you, Long War. After the shit you've been throwing at us lately, a pot of sectoids, it's simply not acceptable for a swarming mission. Alright. Clara Barton, we need more motion tracker because apparently those guys have teleported, otherwise they'd be visible. So we have a pod, probably in one of those buildings. This pod is still over here, technically inactive. Is that going to be in a building? It almost has to be. Actually, from where it's at, if it wasn't inside a building, we'd be able to see it already.
Look sharp. Enemies
Never mind, they're on a rooftop. Alright, well, this means... I'd like to say it could be worse, but honestly, not entirely sure that's true. We're in frankly a bad position. Shock Attack Zulu can see one, but doesn't have a shot due to the distance. Fortunately, Andrew fucking Jackson is going to be able to kill at least one of them. Andrew Jackson is not going to take the first shot here. Who's going to take the first shot? Alright, Sci-Fi Vern. Now's your chance here to fucking prove your worth. Show me what you're worth here. The answer is not a whole fucking hell of a lot, isn't it? I trust you to lead a mission, Jules Verne, and this is how you repay my trust, sir. This is how you choose to repay my faith. Alright, well, I mean, should have been. You are a Rocketeer. I don't know what I was expecting. Rocketeer's gonna do this. Well, that's not gonna hit shit. Let's just try and slam this into the side of the building and hope that it hits something. If you could scatter it long, Julie, that'd be great. You hit fuck all nothing. Wow, that's some fantastic shooting, Jules. Fantastic shooting. This is why we love you, Jules Verne, by the way. That was, I mean, that's premier fucking work right there. This is what we love about Rocketeers. They're so good. How can you not like Rocketeers, people? With performances like that, what's not to love? Pretty much everything. That's what's not to love. Alright, so we're gonna bring Virginia Big Bad Wolf up here, and I think we may have to, as much as I don't necessarily want to, we may have to shadow device, because Clara Barton is right in the middle of fuck city. We could try and mind control with Atlas King. It's an option. We could also run and gun with Abraham Hardcore Lincoln, but that puts him in a terrible position. He gets one shot if we run and gun him to there. He's probably not going to be able to do much with that one shot either. Shock Attack Zulu's not going to be able to contribute anything at all. I think we should just have Shock Dash. He's really going to be able to do exactly nothing. Just, he's got shit. Yeah, we're going to have to shadow device. Let's just set up for it. So let's go ahead and take whatever our best shot is at the closest trooper. I mean, we could definitely kill that guy. Got a shot at the sectoid. He has the lowest health. Why shoot at him? Are you a sectoid commander? You're a sectoid master, which is Sectoid Master has an alloy bipod? Wow, they're coming with better equipment. He's also got damn good ground and platform stability. Why does this guy have a billion fucking... Low profile, executioner, rapid reaction, tactical sense, mind merge. Honestly, I think we should kill that guy. Yeah, master this, Sectoid. You know what you didn't master? Not dying from having a giant bolt of high velocity plasma shot through the side of your face. Should have tried to master that fucking trick, champ. Might still be alive. Alright, so we're definitely going to go for the shadow device here. And we might as well have Clara Barton take a shot. I mean, we're not going to... She's not going to use her shadow device with 9% at that guy? Well, that's unspeakably awful. Alright, well, here's 44 in your eye. Hey, Clara Barton hit something. I'm as surprised as you are. 13%, 42, 30. This guy's not in cover. That's fine. Abraham Hardcore Lincoln. Oh my god, that guy disappeared into just a cloud of blood. Old Blood Cloud Rick, they called him back at the academy. They're like, what happened to Rick? Oh, you know, old Blood Cloud, man. The guy just can't keep himself in one piece. Everybody's like, yeah, he's a prankster. He dies a lot, and it's funny every time, but...
Heading out.
So, it's up to Virginia the Big Bad Wolf here. Yep, okay. Well, we may as well mind control, so let's get Atlas King on the job. Atlas King, he's on the job. Let's mind control some Exalt. There it is.
Your thoughts to my thoughts.
Your heart to my heart. Your will to my will. We have become one. Two hearts beating in unison. Does that just leave us Virginia Big Bad Wolf? Yeah, she's all that's left. Virginia Wolf is all that remains. We probably could have gotten through this turn without using a shadow device, honestly. With a little liberal application of mind control. We could have mind control, or rather panic. We could have panicked that Exalt Trooper and then maybe just suppressed another guy. It would have not had fantastic ultimate outcomes, though, when this titanic pod of bullshit came running down the hall. I'm glad we used our mind control this turn. Mostly because these guys are going to be largely immune to mind control. So we got that going for us. We have at least one Exalt Trooper on our side. And if nothing else, he'll draw some fire. He sure as hell isn't going to live very long. He may be dead this turn. No idea what that guy was trying to... What the hell was that? I have no idea what that guy was trying to pull. Just none. I mean, that move made absolutely no sense at all. So, Sectoid... Alright, well, let's see what Andrew Jackson can do. Also, Atlas King, who could you potentially panic? Because that's going to be the most useful application of your particular abilities. 51%, 45%, 96%? Oh, that's just a regular Sectoid. You just walk over there and murder that man. Can't see that guy. Shock Attack Zulu, please tell me you have a shot at something. Well, I mean, I asked you to tell me. You could have at least fucking lied, Shaka, and said, "Oh no, it's good. I got a shot. Well, check this out," and then just fired wildly at the sky. I mean, you could have lied to me, Shaka. Jerk. All right. Well, it seems like we may need another shadow device then to dig us out of this hole. We wouldn't be in quite such a large hole if Jules Verne had done anything at all on his turn. Thankfully, Jules couldn't fucking be bothered. Can you kill that man? You can. And laser rifle to the dome gets us at least one kill. Congratulations, the Exalt Trooper we mind-controlled has tied the rest of the team for total offensive output. That's good work, guys. It's a nice job. Proud of you. Every one of you. Proud as a new papa. So Atlas King comes running down here. Could probably... I mean, he could do some fantastic shooting work for us. If we could get some damage on that guy... maybe we could make Atlas King go in the zone?
Move out. Time to kick this sucker off.
You've got to be shitting me, right? Somebody please explain to me the particulars of that activation, because that makes no fucking sense whatsoever. Alright, well, Elizabeth Tudor has our grenade, but she also... Clara, you have not a shadow device. Elizabeth Tudor has our only shadow device. This door is not open. How did that pod fucking activate? They can't even see us. Calling horse shit on that one, Long War. Straight up calling horse shit on that one. I'm sorry. Also, the other thing that sucks about this mission, there's no one we can even... We brought these arc throwers, and there's nothing we even want to capture. We don't need plasma carbines at all. Plasma carbines, we have absolutely zero use for. We have terrible hit percentages on all of those guys. The aliens could just straight up charge into us, and that's bad. It's a thing that could happen, and it's bad. Take cover there. We do have Atlas King, but Atlas King defensively is not in a greatly fantastic position. We could have him come down here and psychokinetic strike this dumpster and probably take it out. We're really not going to get a chance to do much else with Atlas King. Tudor, can you shadow device both? Can you shadow device both you and Lincoln? If you can't, Lincoln's got to move. That's why I asked. So we got to know here. Can you catch you both? You can, just barely, but alright. So Lincoln can take another shot if we'd like, which means it's going to be the Atlas King show. So let's get Atlas King down here. We'll make sure that Atlas King is also in the area of effect. Let's have Atlas King go ahead and just wreck this dumpster. Little psychokinetic strike. Dumpster is ruined, and a big chunk of the wall went with it. Well, I mean, that's just how Atlas King rolls. Makes perfect sense if you think about it. Atlas King, like, he's not going to wreck a dumpster given the opportunity. I mean, Atlas King, he'll wreck a dumpster. Jules Verne, not fast enough to get where we need him. Which means Jules Verne is probably not even going to be able to contribute on the mission entire. Ah, you suck so much, Jules. You really do. I mean, you're real bad. You're real bad. This is why Rocketeers, folks. Inferior to engineers in every capacity. I said it. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I've meant it every time I've said it. Engineers are real bad. Andrew Jackson going to score himself another kill. One more blast of plasma to a sectoid dome. I don't know why we can see this guy suddenly. I'm actually a little salty about him being there. Why could we not see him literal seconds ago? Because I would not have moved in the location that I moved if I knew he was going to be visible. Because he's going to run around that corner and decloak us, and that's really going to suck. It's also, I mean, that's definitively going to happen. He's going to run around that corner and decloak us. What are our panic chances? And well, the answer is they're terrible. Let's not even bother then. We should just shoot. 92% is pretty good. Lincoln, you got to have almost a slam dunk, right? All right, let's go ahead and have you take a shot here. Honest Abe delivering the 13 damage that we need. That's going to give... Tudor's got a shadow device. Virginia Big Bad Wolf could kill this man and go in the zone if she hits. Yep, that's pretty much expected that, actually. It may sound bizarre that I would be, you know, expecting that, but I rest assured, totally fucking expected it. Kill for no angel. The Grim Spectre of Death reaps 1. Reap 1, Pearl 2. It's a little bit like knitting, but with more killing involved. And suddenly we can't cover everyone. I mean, I tested this theory before I did it, game. You don't get to dick me now. Stupid snap Q grid line bullshit. Alright then, this is the best we can do. It's terrible, but it's what we've got. Sectoid, what are you doing? Hey, there we go. Maybe this guy will take all of the aggression and we won't really have to worry about it. Because these pods will all focus on our one visible, mind-controlled Exalt Trooper, and they'll leave the rest of us alone. That'd be lovely. You just be like, we gotta get that turncoat son of a bitch. He's a traitor. You want to shoot him, guys. You know how it is. He's turned to coat. He's fighting for the wrong side. Well, he ain't fighting for the wrong side no more. I guess he's redeemed himself in death. Somebody should have witnessed. Taking the strangest of all angles for a shot at Jules Verne back there. That was a real... I guess Jules Verne was the person that could see that guy. How does this angle work, by the way, game? Somebody with maybe a degree in advanced geometry could explain this to me? Some kind of higher mathematics? What the hell's going on, game, by the way? Are you locked up or what? Just some garbage off camera moving. Alright, well, we have to be in cover at the end of this turn because we're out of shadow device, so we're running out of options. There's really nothing worth panicking here or anything that's really going to be susceptible enough to panic to bother. We could bring Tudor up here, whip a grenade into that truck, and try to destroy it. Shock Attack Zulu, what can you do? Shockingly little. Jules Verne, can you do something? I mean... if you're gonna try and redeem yourself, Jules Verne, now's the fucking moment. You've got to be kidding me. You can't shoot down at any of this. I hate you so much, Jules Verne. I really do. I mean, I swear my utter and absolute despisement of Rocketeers on a basically non-stop basis, and this is why I hate them. This right here, this is why I hate them. Also, why can you only shoot a rocket about 6 feet? I did give you a recoilless rifle, did I not? I'm almost positive that I did. Maybe I didn't. Wow, this really blows. So we've got to try and engineer a victory out of not enough wind. It's gonna be a tough row to hoe. Virginia the Big Bad Wolf could theoretically just straight up kill that man. She also could destroy that. Yeah, I don't think she would make the truck explode, though. We could bring Atlas King in here. He could stand in this corner cover and shoot that man in the side. Let's go for that. Alright, so Atlas King is going to take a flanker. 66% chance to critical. Atlas King won't let me down. See, that's the kind of awesome you get only with Atlas King. Atlas King, we knew he wasn't going to let us down. He not only did that, he went into zone. He's ready to go again. Atlas King, that man's a trooper. And I don't mean that just because, you know, I mean, literally he's a trooper. I mean, you know, figuratively, the man's a trooper. Tudor, let's get you up here. You're going to take cover behind this stack of boxes, which, admittedly, I am aware is a genuinely terrible idea. It would be nice if you could throw this one tile farther, but I'm more interested in blowing up that truck than I am in getting actual damage. Did we catch both of these guys, maybe? Well, I can't tell because the camera is freaking out. We can't. Alright, that's fine. Come on, Gloriana, let's get a little cover destruction here. Blow up that truck. Can't help but notice the truck is still in one piece, Liz. You, did not blow up the truck. Blowing up the truck was, literally your one job. You're supposed to blow up the truck. You did not blow up the truck. Also, now we can't take cover behind the truck because the truck, as previously mentioned, is not exploded, so taking cover behind the truck is a terrible idea. Clara Barton's got nothing. Atlas King could holo target somebody if we need him to. Not an outrageously bad idea, especially if the somebody is that guy. Let's see if Jules Verne can get a shot at that dude. 87's on the sectoid. It'd be double 55s, and either one of those that hit would get a kill if we don't get the kill with Atlas King. And honestly, I think Atlas King's got a better than average chance. Let's hedge our bets. All right, Atlas. I know this isn't the best use of your ability, sir, but if you could. Atlas King delivers. Not only the holo target, but the hit. That's the kind of crazy awesome you only get with Atlas King. Except no substitutes, folks. Atlas King is the greatest hero in the history of the XCOM project.
Nailed him.
Shaka Zulu finally doing something on the mission. That's nice. So we'll just... You know what? We're going to have you hold off, Jules Verne. Maybe you could get something out of a command. Theoretically, it might be the one thing you could do this turn. I have no idea what you're talking about, Lincoln, unless you're talking about this sectoid commander. And I hope you weren't... That's what you're looking for, the sectoid commander that you just blew in half with a single shot, which was impressive, by the way. And a dead guy. So, racking up the kills with hardcore. The Big Bad Wolf. I think we should probably just, like, get the rest of the team to some form of cover. So let's get Claire Barton over here. We'll put her on Overwatch. Honestly, I think we'll just put Virginia Woolf here also in cover and on Overwatch, and then we'll just Overwatch with Jules Verne. Let's let the aliens come to us. They want to walk into our Overwatch trap, we'll let them do it. Gonna shoot at Abraham Lincoln. Yeah. You're fine, Honest Abe. You've been through worse, man. I mean, remember the Ford's Theater? That happened, dude. That one didn't even connect with your head. Should be, by comparison, you know, a relatively delightful evening at the theater for you. Not a lot of action out of the enemy on this turn. I mean, they really didn't do anything. They're just sort of milling around. Alright, well, we could send Elizabeth Tudor forward to do a little, open action with a grenade. Make a little, grenade-style opening. I want to keep a panic in case we run into that Mechtoid. Don't think we forgot that you're around, by the way, Mechtoid. We all remember that you're on the scene. Don't think we forgot. We didn't forget. Shaka Zulu's not going anywhere, doing anything.
Okay.
Let's, you know what? If the aliens are going to be a minimalist commission, let's also go minimalist commission. We'll just throw this in here, blow up all of this, and kill that one sectoid. Actually, we won't even need to follow it up with any shots because Elizabeth Tudor's just going to straight up murder the man. Which, that's not a criticism, Elizabeth Tudor. Also, by the way, I love your Southern Belle accent that you have developed now. I got to say it. It goes well with the Queen of England. Wouldn't that be awesome if you went to like a royal dinner at Buckingham Palace and you were ready to see the Queen and she walked and she yelled, "Oh, y'all, we are not amused." I personally would find that quite funny. We are not amused, y'all. Not even a little bit amused.
Move into position.
Don't know what y'all was thinking inviting us over here for this little old biscuit, little old spot of tea, but y'all, we are not even a little bit amused.
Position confirmed.
Position confirmed.
Yeah. And what can you see? You have a shot at one very far away sectoid. Let's just put you on Overwatch. If you're 1% to hit from there, he's probably not remarkably better.
On my way.
No Angel Barton's just gonna be over here. We'll put her on Overwatch because I'm a little worried about a mechtoid come running up behind us.
Affirmative.
Let's get Atlas King over here just where you can see maybe. I'm just gonna have Atlas King reload. I'm not worried about sectoid shooting at us through full cover. I've confidence. Also, I'm not really worried about mind control because of the neural feedback ability we have with Atlas King. Anybody who tries to dick with Atlas King with his huge willpower and his mind shield, they're gonna take an unspeakable truckload of damage. Here comes the mechtoid. Oh, alright, so we were sort of expecting the flank shot. All we can do is hope that this is a double move. This is a pretty powerful mechtoid, we can tell just by the ridiculous amount of health that he has. And Clara Barton is dead. A 19 damage critical through Titan armor. Totally reasonable.
Now, damn it, now.
And Virginia Woolf has panicked, which is just what we need. That's fucking bullshit, man. 20 damage? Really? Through Titan armor? 20 damage, by the way, also? We don't care about Clara Barton being dead. I'm more concerned about the damaged gear. She had our plasma rifle. It's gonna be broken because everything is broken all the time. And now our entire team has fucking panicked. Atlas King still killed a man, even despite the fact that he didn't even do anything. I mean, Atlas King was completely helpless and he still murdered a man. Completely helpless, still managed to kill a dude. That's how big of a badass Atlas King is. So it's a Vulcan mechtoid. Let's take a look at all his stupefyingly ridiculous abilities. Executioner, rapid reaction, light him up, advanced fire control, combined arms, repair servos, platform stability, shock absorbent armor, psi shield. What does he have that lets him do 1 trillion damage? Because I've hijacked enough mechtoids with mind control to know that they don't hit that hard. They don't do 19 damage through fucking armor. Do I sound salty? If I sound salty, it's because I'm fucking completely salty. Atlas King, just panic that piece of trash. It doesn't matter that he's mind shielded. Atlas King will still panic him. Now we have unlimited time to just dismantle the piece of crap. I'm salty about Clara Barton. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered even if she was only critical wounded. The only person that could have saved Clara Barton was Clara Barton, and she's lying in a puddle of her own fucking blood and feces on the ground, exploded. So, I mean, she wasn't going to save herself. This was not a physician heal thyself moment. 34% is unacceptably bad. Abraham Lincoln could run and gun, but probably wouldn't be able to get the kill. If we do kill that sectoid, though, we will kill his partner as well. Let's just start things off. 9 damage critical. Yeah, see, we got a 9 damage critical from a plasma sniper rifle from an elevated position with can't miss shot, but you, 19% on a guy, Titan armor. Totally reasonable. Let's get a little heat warheads rocket. Maybe Jules Verne can open up line of sight on that other sectoid so we can get a shot at him. Hey, Jules. I trusted you to lead this mission, by the way. Please remember that I was trusting you to get the job done, and look what you have done to us. Look what you have wrought. This is what you have wrought, sir. Nothing but tragedy, pain, and terror. Alright, well, to hell with this. We already lost. Now I'm getting salty. I'm gonna play stupefyingly aggressive. Honestly, I think this is not necessarily a terrible idea. One, it gets us meld. How the aliens have 8 meld without having harvested shit in the last eternity, I'm not sure. This guy's gonna run away. That's the other reason I'm confident to do that. Actually, how much health does he have? That mechtoid's panicked. Screw it. Let's just kill this. Let's just make sure. Double tap him. Shaka Zulu. Pick him off. There you go.
Dead and gone.
And it killed the other guy as well. Actually killed the other 2 guys. So Shaka Zulu getting a 3-fer there. There's 1 sectoid left and a panicked mech. Yeah, just keep freaking out, Tudor. That's definitely the right reaction to have at this point.
Okay.
Now's the time to freak out. Now is the time. 10 damage for the big bad wolf. Compulsory, perfunctory gameplay. On the plus side, let's look at it this way. The one advantage we do have, the medic that we lost, we didn't give a single fuck about. She damaged some of our gear, and yeah, I'm a little salty about the gear damage. I still think the repair mechanic is fucking stupid. But, I mean, that could have been Elvis. Think about that. A 19 damage critical, that would also have killed Elvis. And that could have been the king, man. Clara Barton maybe saved her first life, in that she just took a bullet that could have been meant for someone more useful. Wouldn't mind having Jules Verne fire in here and maybe destroy some of this cover, but I sort of can't trust him to do that without killing our own troopers. There's a tile you can hit that blows up this wall. Somewhere it's in there. You're gonna kill Virginia Woolf, I know, but I'm still gonna do this. Holy crap, you didn't shoot Virginia Woolf in the side of the face. I'm startled, stunned, shocked, flabbergasted even. Other synonyms for surprised.
Yes, Commander.
Yeah, Atlas King, please go do all of the heavy lifting because you're the only one doing anything on this entire mission. It's all up to you, Atlas King. You're the only man I can trust and or rely upon. It's all about Atlas King at this point. And once again, Atlas King will get the job done. Every content. See, there you go.
Hostile eliminated.
That's your Atlas King,
Everything
folks.
by the
It's
numbers.
your basic garden variety Atlas King, and that he's the greatest man who has ever lived. So our Operation Blinding Justice, sending Clara No Angel Barton home in a sack. You know what? Nobody's gonna miss her. She's no angel. She was no angel. Oh, you're no angel. You're no angel at all. You're no Daisy either. You're no Daisy at all. Poor Clara. She was just too high-strung. Yeah, that's what it was. 3 kills on 7 missions. Nobody really gonna be too woefully, heartbroken about the loss of Clara and No Angel Barton. I think someone was killed or critically injured on every single one of her 7 missions. What I'm concerned about is the damage to her equipment, because that's going to be significant and will result in a net Illyrium loss. No equipment damaged? Okay, well, suddenly I don't care at all about Clara Barton being dead, so fantastic. Panic in the United States is decreased, which, never mind. Fuck you, Clara Barton. Plasma rifle, Titan armor, motion tracker, every single fucking piece of equipment you had on you got damaged. I hate you forever, Clara Barton. I hate you forever. So, net loss of Illyrium, and this shit's gonna take 1 billion years to repair because the repair mechanic isn't at all unspeakably stupid. How long? 5 days for the... The Titan armor is what we care about. Then again, it's not like we were going to go raid an alien base in the next 4 days anyway, so I suppose, all things considered, it's not the worst possible outcome. Again, that could have been someone more important than Clara Barton. Like, literally almost anyone in the barracks would have been more important than Clara Barton. Panic in the United States down to almost the point where a single Terra mission will automatically cause us to lose it, but I'm wrapping this one up. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot to us. And if you want to see the perfunctory eulogy for Clara Barton, you might consider subscribing as well, because probably do that next episode. It's going to be short, and basically, yep, she existed, was part of the project. She's not anymore. Let's move on along, and just don't forget to tip your waiter. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.